All right. So, this is our last deck before the patch changes go up tomorrow. I don't think anything. I'm remembering back through. I'm pretty sure everything in this deck is actually staying exactly the same it is as it is right now. This is a cheeky 2-card combo deck. So we've got the Dreadway here, which is a 9-drop 4/8 with Fearsome. That says double all damage dealt by your skills, spells, and allies. And when you play it, draw a Gangplank. And then Commander Ledros here says when it comes into play, damage the enemy nexus equal to half its health rounded up. And then when this dies, it comes back to our hand. So if you have Dreadway out and then you play Ledros here, your opponent dies. That's not bad. The rest of the deck is just Bilgewater, Shadow Isles, just like reasonable cards, things looking to stay alive. So you got things like Glimpse for card advantage, some Make It Rain, some Vile Feast, Petty Officers, Deckhands. Our champions for this deck are Twisted Fate to help us kind of shift through our deck and draw some cards. We got some Gangplanks to make some more powder kegs. So let's go ahead and pop on into some games here with this and see how it goes. So one of the things to keep in mind is that, like, while this deck that we're about to play isn't losing or isn't getting nerfed at all or buffed, some of the cards in our deck will be better with some of the changes that get made, right? Like, for example, our Make It Rains and our Vile Feast will be a little bit better in, say, the Anivia matchups because those eggs are only going to have 1 life, for example. Misfortune Gangplank here. I'm mulligan one of these Vile Feasts. I think I'll keep the other 3. Misfortune usually means a little bit more aggressive deck. Hey, Baboza, welcome. Yeah, we usually, the average audience during Runeterra has been a little bit less obnoxious than the average audience when we play Magic, so usually we turn off sub-only mode when we play Runeterra. No blocks here. We're just banking spell mana. Probably play Petty Officer, make a Powder Keg, and then Vile Feast can kill this, which is nice. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun, Drekken. We've been doing almost daily Runeterra stuff for like the last couple weeks now. I'm planning to keep doing daily Runeterra stuff for the foreseeable future. I think this is easily my favorite card game right now. Really, really well done. So, do I kill their keg to save my 3/2 from the Make It Rain? Or do I just Vile Feast this and then trade them off? I think I just Vile Feast and trade them off. I think the opponent's deck is probably a little bit more on the aggressive side with things like Prowling Cutthroat and Misfortune. Probably Vile Feast, the Cutthroat this turn, and then bank 2 spell mana.
You'll fight or you'll swim.
Huh? Now I could do this and to Make It Rain. Patch notes reactions will be up on my YouTube channel, just like everything else. Captain Crutch, they'll be in their own video after I'm done streaming today. Zaylor, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I'm gonna go ahead and Vile Feast here, I think. I'm not sure that this card's actually good. The original deck submission had them in it, so I left one in, but it seems kind of medium. So I think we just make it rain here. It cleans up their board and it triggers my Gangplank for me. More powders, amazing with Withering Whale. Yeah, I can see that. Let you have a one-sided deal 3.
I'll make corpses of them all. Their bones will splinter.
They have make it rain of their own here, perhaps. This has Overwhelm, so even if they use this, they're still going to take 5.
No, good sir. I pull this from my hat.
Transform an ally into a random 5-cost follower. Neat. So, actually, what if we more powder here and we do the Warping Whale? Because I have 7, right? And then I can Whale, which will let this do 4. And then next turn, I can Gangplank. I can parlay to kill their Gangplank. Take a 5-ball, but it's not the end of the world.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
It's annoying, but not the end of the world.
Neither the flames nor the depths can claim me. Break their legs.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
Just the screams of the dying.
I'd rather make a 1-drop here.
Swim! Round them up!
Take a 1.
Their bones
Can we live? Can we live to get there, chat? That's the question.
This'll send them running.
buy me a favorite look.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
So we just need to get to a position where they don't want to open attacks. So that way we can do these two.
I rarely forget. I never forgive.
That's why we respect you, Captain.
Okay. Are we gonna get to do the thing in the first game, chat? That would be great. I switched to Runeterra after Eldraine Standard, and I discovered you then as a great source of entertainment and Magic Land, so to speak. Thanks for the content. Thanks, Baboza. Good to have you here.
You die.
we might be dead to Gangplank attacking here. I haven't mathed it. Shark's also a little scary if they have a Plunder Shark.
Gather round.
Hang them by their entrails.
Fizz Teemo is one of my favorite decks for sure.
Blades out, lads.
I just need this to live, right? Is this playing too scared?
Stop them from fleeing.
What punishes me for this? Should I block this here? I don't want this to die to like a burn spell. Thanks, Eldo. That's true. If I have to, I could Whale. And that means I should block here, because Whale kills this. I could just Whale right now. That's true. Yeah, I think I just do this and then open on this next turn, right? I think that's the play.
Safety will cost you. Dangerous water. Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
A sight for scurvy.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so punishing. Oh, did not play around the Citrus Courier. That's so brutal.
Hey, friendo. Seize the opportunity.
Are we dead? I'm not dead on board, right?
Ever consider a vision career?
Oh, because he's got Overwhelm.
What's the rush, huh?
All right, now they have a chance. Now they have a chance to kill this in response, though. Yes! Victory! We did it, chat. We did it! We did it. We did it. We did it. Hooray! Nailed it. Sometimes they, in fact, do not have it, and it is wonderful. Just wonderful. Karma Thydmere. Yeah, very likely a War Mother. War Mother's a Fredgelord card, right? Karma doubles War Mother. Yeah, it does technically, doesn't it? Well... Woof. So, obviously, I'm not going to get a spell mana, but drawing a card with this sounds good. You want to ping them to trigger Gangplank? Nah, I don't think this game's going to be about Gangplank. I think if we're going to win, we're probably going to combo them.
Frog if you work, run if you don't!
Do I give up 4 points of damage to burn their mana? We're probably the beatdown here, so that's gotta be wrong, right?
The War Mother will unite us all!
The War Mother will unite us all!
That egg, did it move? Our banner will lead the way! You picked the losing side!
Yeah, we have some inevitability too. Big agree with that.
Store the rations! Shackle the prisoners!
I think I'm gonna go ahead and grasp here just to use my mana for the turn. And then we can open attacks next turn and see what they do. I want to get my hand a little bit empty here too, between things like Grifter and like this. My hand's filling up. With Shark and just Leandros naturally, might be able to ramp our way or beat them down without the combo too.
Safety will cost you.
They're out there. I'll spot them.
I put Containment Priest in the sideboard of my Yorian creature-based deck Flicker for the Muxus matchup. I just learned that wiping your own board isn't good. Yup.
Heart and mind as one.
Okay, well, I mean, I get to go
Through me.
Warning Shot into Riptide Rex here.
Good to go!
Rest. Collect your thoughts.
6 is not bad.
Where there is life, there is hope.
Well, I was going to open on playing Commander, but now I think I just open attacks and see what they do.
Overload it!
If I eat my shark, they don't get 3/2s, right? But then I can't Dreadway.
body must thrive for the mind to be free.
Okay.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Okay.
For the thrill of battle! I must end this madness before I lose myself.
Yes! Got him! Got him! 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Love it. Nice control deck, opponent. It would be a darn shame if something were to happen to it. Easy karma. I think I'm mulliganing Leandros. I never want that in my opener. Make It Rain doesn't do much here. I'm going to keep Glimpse because they'll be killing my stuff. Imagine saying your 2-card combo relies on 18 mana and magic, right? It's a big difference when you're just guaranteed a land drop every turn, right? You just like know that you're always gonna hit your lands on time.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Is this Runeterra Splinter Twin? Something like that. Something like that.
Not all mean well.
I feel like this deck needs some more cheap cards in it. Like, I feel like we don't have enough things to do on, like, turns 2 and 3. Because, like, a lot of our 2-drops are, like, Glimpse or things like Vile Feast that depend on my opponent having stuff.
Never lost a fair game, or played one.
And, like, if I Glimpse here, I'm actually gonna burn a card on their next turn, right? So I actually don't want to Glimpse, because this is gonna draw. So, like, I'd end this turn with 10 cards in my hand if I Glimpse there.
It is time.
That egg, did it move?
Did it move?
Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
Mythgard was the Cyberpunk one.
Against yours.
And I have 10 cards rolled up here, so I'm just gonna warning shot them. It triggers Gangplank, and then I get to draw a card next turn. Because remember, Runeterra has a hard hand size limit of 10, so if you go to draw a card and you have 10 cards in your hand already, it just disappears.
Men tell my
How close are top hook Landians to shilling? I believe Beansy is in the last 100k. Just bank a spell mana here. Probably, I assume they're gonna attack and hook this. We'll make it rain. Hopefully hit all of these. Well, we at least killed the 3-2. The game itself is fine. They didn't have... They're actually a small indie company that made that one, Juju. So, like, they didn't really have... I think they're just now releasing their second set or getting ready to. And because it's a small indie IP, they, because it's a small indie IP, they don't have a very large audience for the game as far as streaming goes. That's super unfortunate. So, I was hoping to hit Karma there and then Vile Feast plus parlay her, but we missed. Karma might run away with this game here if we can't answer her.
Many past lives in a single soul.
Alright, well, I guess we're Withering Wailing next turn. I'm gonna bank 2.
Breathe in, breathe out.
There we go. Hopefully the nerf to shillings is gonna get readjusted. I gave feedback to my Twitch person that wasn't okay. Hopefully they do something about that. They really shouldn't have taken the bonus away from people who are subbed. It was really bad on their part. You know, with this combo rolled up in my hand, I kind of want to just pass. That's probably crazy.
The bones a splinter.
Yeah, you have to be a tier 3 sub to get 2x shillings now. It used to be all subs got 2x shillings, now you have to be a tier 3.
There she is. Oh.
Be at peace.
Sounds good, David, so. Maybe I should have just killed this, rather than letting her level.
Heart and mind as one.
I just wanted to combo them, chat. I wanted to combo them so bad.
There she is.
Yeah, we're gonna die. They're gonna draw more Wills of Iona. We're gonna die. I was about to... Yeah, anybody comparing anything like that to Nexus doesn't understand why Nexus of Fate is good and frustrating. Just like, can't even really dignify that with a response. Yeah, like, Atrocity kills you on the spot. Yeah, we're dead now. I punted this game. I decided to be cheeky and try and go for the combo kill. And if I hadn't done that, we would have killed their karma, which meant they wouldn't have snowballed nearly as hard, so I prioritized doing the thing as opposed to stopping them from doing their thing. And against a deck that's playing Will of Iona, I shouldn't have done that. I should have just tried to, like, kill their board and mid-range them out. That's true. That's true. I had a little bit of bias. I was expecting to be able to do the thing again because all we've done so far is the thing. In my head, it was a lot easier than I had proven on paper. All right. So Draven, Jinx, almost assuredly an aggro deck. I'm gonna keep both of these, I think. Oh, I wanted to add some more 2-drops to my deck.
Time to move.
My first big mission.
Do I deckhand here and then plan to make it rain next turn? Otherwise, I could just Withering Wail. I think I'm just gonna Withering Wail. Big agree. Pray waits. In-game player agency is busted. Hopefully we don't get transfusioned here.
Better run. I've whipped up something special.
Tilt. So they killed my keg in response. That's fine. We still got to trigger Gangplank this turn. Wouldn't be surprised to see them trade 2/2s here. And then next turn I can Vile Feast to kill Boom Kuroki at least. I kind of expect them to open on attacks though, so I'd assume we're going to take at least 2 from its trigger. So we end up at 16 here once this trigger happens and Vile Feast drains 1.
Time to go.
Be nothing left when I'm done.
We've got some kegs. He has as many kegs as a college frat party, Chip. Yeah, I wonder if my opponent has Jinx rolled up in their hand already. They're very aggressively emptying their hand here.
Yeah, you don't want to cross me.
Heavy pockets, huh?
Wow, what is in their hand? Yeah, Grifter might be a card worth cutting.
The party has arrived.
I felt like I want more, like I want more cheaper things in my deck, and this is, I want some like 2 and 3 drops. This could be a card that we could cut.
Beautiful face.
Boys.
Could Twisted Fate with gold card there instead. Yeah, that's true.
I'm always up for a round or two. I'm a people person.
The answer's here somewhere.
Yep. It's pretty good. This explains why our opponent was so aggressive. We said they might have been. We said thought they might have been had Jinx in hand, but having Augmented Experimenter also makes sense.
I have the best job.
This might just be a game where we like Natty Leandros them out. It's like, alright, play my 9/6, hit you for 6.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings or people.
You should try blinking sometime.
Do 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 do. Yeah, this card closes out very quickly. The fact that it just keeps coming back to your hand when it dies too is a big deal. Every step brings me closer to deliverance. Deliverance. I'm gonna do this now so they don't have a chance to empty their hand post-combat and level their Jinx. Yeah, I agree, Jack. I feel like Runeterra puts more TLC into their commons and uncommons than Magic bothers to put into their mythics on Arena. Wow, are they gonna empty their hand in response here? Yeah, okay.
Give you to the counter.
Hey, this isn't a big deal though, right? Because like, this happens, Jinx is gonna be on 1 toughness, and I'll get 2 Twisted Fate to finish her off. Game feels pretty over.
It's yours.
More Powder's been real bad. I'm gonna cut the last copy of that. Yordle Grifter's been clunky-ish. Salvage also hasn't been great. Is there something that shows me my breakdown of Bilgewater versus... Yeah, I like hitting... Oh, it's up at the top. Hitting the Alliance on the Grifter is really tough. How is Magic today? Kind of mediocre. How do you feel about Hired Gun Or I could play Jaw Hunters. Jaw Hunters is a card that I've been a pretty big fan of in the past. It's basically a removal spell that can also be pressure occasionally. Let's try that. Yeah, it draws us a card. Not always a constructed playable card, but Vice Johnny.
You name it, I'll nick it.
That's super unfortunate.
What do we have here? Yoink.
Yoink. So when this hits us, creates a copy of a spell from our deck.
Frog if you won't, run if you don't. These old eyes still see far.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that, Pelly. So far, Glimpse has been super underwhelming. It felt like we've kept our hand pretty full without it. And we just gave a glimpse to our opponent. Feels bad, man. The best glimpses Bennett was when it wasn't in our deck. I'll do this just to use my mana for the turn. This is supposed to be a TCG game. You haven't even restarted the client once. Yeah.
Took the bait.
You know.
Who waiting?
I'll block.
Chip, see where they come. Who's the best like? Best hope they'll do, mate.
Yeah, saying Glimpse helps pick up Leandros, I think, is a misunderstanding of what the game's gonna look like when we get down to that point.
I'll blow up the pieces! Tread carefully.
Take from the rich, give to me.
Yeah, just supposed to Twisted Fate here and red card. Yeah, red card's probably a little better there.
Nothing escapes my watch.
Deal me in.
Alright, we'll get it the second time through, huh?
Who says I don't share?
Yeah, I'm glad Brahm's going back to 0 power too. I like that they left him with making a 3/3 right away. But he was like really busted at having starting power. Yeah, definitely mage.
Funny the hand life deals you, don't you think?
Is it tough tongue you've got there, River Snake?
So we can grasp to finish this.
Listen!
The patch will be tomorrow. They published all the changes that'll be happening today, though. This is a Gangplanks parlay, so I'm going to go ahead and attack and offer this trade here. Lets me trigger this Gangplank.
Tough swinging them big fists around, Vi.
Stick around. I'll show you.
She's gonna kill Twisted Fate and Level.
I don't need a plan. Trouble coming at ya. Oh yeah!
I'm out.
I rarely forget. I never forgive.
Correct, bitches. Thoroughly refreshing.
Oh, you'll swim! Round 'em up!
Challenger's actually really great here.
Break their legs. Bar the doors!
Bar the doors.
They're coming! Hide!
Hide! Da 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 da.
Good to go! Let her rip!
Jinx. Vi's gonna live. Gross. Super unfortunate that the first one didn't target her. Yeah, toughness is real good. Alright, salvage looks good.
Headed in. Trouble coming at ya.
Think we're just grasping her this turn.
I don't need a plan. This.
See if they have a barrier here or something. No, they're not. They're not paired with barrier cards, right? I guess they could have another Fury of the North here, perhaps. Elixir, sure.
Enforcer down. Across the seas and into battle.
Well, that's terrifying. Do we Dreadway? And then, like, hope they don't open on attacks? It could be make it rain into Rex. The problem with that is that's not very likely to kill them, right? Like, this thing's a 10-12. The worry here is they go like Sajani plus other things. Like, they could have other things in their hand. Like, they have a handful of cards, chat, and they have 10 mana. Chat, if I play Leandros, they can play a 10-12 and Frostbite it.
Piltover Enforcer on the scene.
Meow, 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 meow.
Don't open attacks. 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 Don't open attacks.
Polite, being polite. Freeze! Raise them down!
Cave Core, thanks for the 15 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, no.
Tall as a mountain and covered in ice. Oh, you and your story.
I think we're dead, right? That's close. I guess I could make it rain Riptide and technically kill them, right? Kind of like high roll, like the highest of rolls. Gotta shoot your shot, chat. Gotta shoot your shot. Do 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 do. I'm gonna keep the Jowl Hunters because they're basically removal spells. Deckhand's a good one to pick up. Give us something to do on the second turn here. Grasp and Whale are good pickups here too. I'm gonna pass here actually and see if they play the 5-1. They play the 5-1 or another X1. We can Withering Wail next turn. This could also backfire a little bit. They could just open attacks.
Blood and guts, golden glory.
Blood and guts, golden glory.
Reel 'em in.
Easy trades.
See nothing left when I'm done.
Patience.
Packed 'em good.
Go Whale into Jowl Hunters. Playing Ash. Playing Ash. Rats! Hey, thanks, Rick. Hope you're staying safe out there wherever you're at.
Fresh is worth at least twice as much.
I think we just do this and trade the 4-1 for the 3-2 here. It might be right to play the sea monster out pre-combat so we can start drawing cards. Hey, comic.
Bow to no one.
Just gonna go ahead and salvage. Nothing in our hand is particularly exciting at the moment. Depending on what their board shakes out to next turn, we probably want to try and set ourselves up so we can deal damage on an open attack and then Rex on 8. Yeah, the way drain is templated, the kegs do increase the drain. Because drain is worded you heal equal to damage dealt. So when you increase one, you increase the other. Perfect. Get to gold card Sajani here to stun it.
All that glitters.
A true Freljordian welcome.
So I have 5 mana total here. I can Petty Officer summon a keg, and then we can Vile Feast to kill the 4-2. After playing the Twisted Jinx deck, I've come to the conclusion that drawing cards is great. It really is. I think I'm gonna put my 2-2 in front of here just in case they have a Fury of the North. I don't want to take 8 in case they have a pump spell. Stay safe, Centef. This has Overwhelm, so even though the keg went away, it still hit us for 6. And then we're at 8 mana here, so I think the plan is just open attacks and then Rex them.
Victory requires a sharp.
Alright, survey says. Well, at least we killed the Sajani, I guess. At least we killed the Sajani, I guess. And yeah, we have whale for this one. Like, it's just funny that like we dodged, like the 5-1 dodged. You can dodge a Riptide Shark, you can dodge a ball, chat. Really seeing the strength of the mid-range half of our deck at work here in this match. Got to combo kill a couple people to start. Made this vulnerable, so they're gonna get to eat my shark. That's sad. How was Magic today? Kinda rough. There were a lot of Tefries in the Magic segment today.
I'll give you work, run if you don't!
Bristle, attack!
There's Sajani is almost leveled.
The ocean herself will fear us!
The ocean herself will fear us.
Line up!
Go there for the next kill!
This doubles its own damage too, right? Double all damage dealt by skills, spells, and allies.
Show them our teeth!
I know a challenge when I see one.
Prove your worth! Leave no survivors!
This will be quick.
Prove your worth! Leave no survivors!
Solidly mid-range them there with our combo deck. Alright, let's do one more with Dreadway. We'll call it an afternoon. We've got a grocery pickup scheduled for 5 o'clock, so make sure I get my post-stream stuff done with plenty of time to get to that. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Tomorrow, Runeterra patches. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a couple of historic decks again, and then we're gonna do 2 Runeterra decks tomorrow evening, tomorrow afternoon / early evening. What's the combo? Dreadway plus Lidros. Kills your opponent from whatever help they're at. I'm mulligan the Glimpse, I think. This is probably going to be trading in combat.
What's that noise?
Block. But I'm playing Zed Lucian here. I think I'm just passing and banking mana this turn, because I'd like to be able to Warping Whale next turn, ideally, I think.
Flavor and spice!
I wonder if they'll open on attacks here and hook this.
Push back the darkness.
Hopefully, we don't get Rangers resolved here. That would be very brutal. Ugh. Ugh. Ranger Resolve is easily the best one-mana cantrip the best one-mana combat trick in this game. It's very, very strong. Gives all your things tough for a single mana. Well, actually, I can gold card and kill Lucian here, right? Is that better? It's the strongest in me, right? I'm gonna try and kill Lucian here.
All that glitters.
This means I don't trigger Gangplank and can't attack, though. Which is awkward, because look, my 2/2 doesn't attack into the 2/3. I might just be too far behind at this point.
Can't fight on an empty stomach.
I guess maybe we're okay here, so we're going to my turn, so I get to go ahead and deckhand, powder keg, deckhand, powder keg, and then Twisted Fate red card next turn. That's really good.
That's the egg. Did it move?
Did it move?
I'm always up for a round
So I still have to deal with this Radiant Guardian. Yeah, single combat there is pretty rough. I have a lot of jump blockers at least. We're still pretty far away from combo mana though. Getting a little bit of that clunk from including these in our deck here. Having a bunch of 9-drops gummed up.
From this land.
Trying to figure out the order they want to attack in here, because these give support.
Punish the unworthy.
Give the ally next to them +1/+1.
Only the worthy survive.
Alright, I lied. I'm going to do one more. I want to try and finish on one with us not getting completely savaged.
That coming.
Yeah, the rain, it was all downhill after that Rangers was all chat. We set up for that whale, and it was all a little bit rough from there. I wonder if we'll be able to get under the deep before they get Maokai down and obliterate our deck. Yes, Camwell. We did a patch notes review at the start of the Runeterra segment today, and it'll be up on YouTube in its own video, just like I do for Magic stuff. All right, sweet. So we'll go Petty Officer into Powder Keg, and then Make It Rain clears these out. I'm gonna block here, just in case they have Vile Feast. So they could Vile Feast this in response, which means this doesn't die to Make It Rain. Yeah. Because the way that works out, if they don't have Vile Feast, the Make It Rain kills this before combat happens, then I keep my dude. And this way, when they did have the Vile Feast, I don't lose, they still lose their thing in combat.
The rot must be cut away.
Yeah, big agree. Big agree, Shin. Just continually impressed with Riot's desire to actively not only actively balance and manage their format, but also just like the clear communication from them as a company has just been so refreshing as someone who's come from Magic. Whoa! I passed, then they got me. That's rude. Should have killed something, I suppose. That was really well played on their part. I was expecting them to attack, and then I was going to do both of these, and they burned my mana. That's unfortunate.
Danger pays.
I'm gonna do what I always try and do here, which is tell you the blunt, honest truth. Wizards of the Coast doesn't care. Wizards of the Coast is too big to fail, and they will continue doing things that you don't like, regardless of what you do, because you're probably gonna be a person that engages in Magic eventually. It's like the sad truth of it is they are too big to fail, and no amount of in fact. This is I'm like I believe this person works or worked for Wizards like this. Here, that's the link to this tweet. This tweet just like, it just slayed me. I'm sure this was meant to be cheeky, but like, coming from someone who works at WotC, it was just like, well, I mean, yeah. Is it deleted? No, it's not deleted. No, it's not. It's there. It still exists. It still loads. So I thought I just saw it.
Want to get back to work?
Missed one. It's definitely a funny video. It's funny. It's one of those things that's like, it's funny, but it's sad. Oh, they're at 18 cards in deck, so they're probably hitting deep this turn. Both Jettison and Salvage get them there. And we just don't have any good ways to take Nautilus off the table. Gangplank is still forever away from leveling up.
You dare slack on my ship?
Abomination.
The water rises.
You think we're in here? All right, I was trying to find one more where we didn't get dumpster before we finished, but unfortunately, with the patch review, I need to go ahead and call it a day. I appreciate everybody that hung out through the end of the stream today. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with some more Runeterra, and we'll be doing some historic for Magic before that. Looking forward to playing with some of the wonderful changes that they did. If you want my full thoughts on the Runeterra patch notes, they'll be published on my YouTube channel momentarily. Peace, folks. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day.